Good morning again. Greetings. Salutations. The song in the background, of course, the claim I have no rights to, but very appropriate in these times. In times like these, we need a savior, we need an anchor, and we must be very sure that our anchor holds in the solid rock. And of course, this rock is Jesus Christ, our Lord. I want to take our minds to the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, the chapter is 3 and verse 1. And I'll just read from the Amplified Bible. It says, there is a season, and in brackets, a time appointed for everything, and a time for every delight and event or purpose under the heaven. For everything there is a time and a season. I know that there are many troubled minds in this world today. I know that many of you who will watch this presentation, when it gets to you via social media, would have had some troublesome days and perhaps foresee many more troublesome days ahead. And that's all right. Indeed, we are living in perilous times. The Bible foretells that in the last days there shall be perilous times. Jesus said when you see these signs fulfilled, we must look up, for our redemption is closer. But I want you to understand today that the devil will not have the final say. Everything that happens wrong on planet Earth is because of sin, and that originated in Satan. And it's okay to blame him for that. Whether he uses evil men or evil devices or deceptions, it doesn't matter. He's the one that orchestrates. He's behind the scenes of all that goes wrong. But I want you to take comfort in the word of God, that everything that happens under the sun has a limited timing. In other words, everything under the sun has an expiry date. There's only one thing that doesn't have an expiry date, and that's salvation. You know why? Because it doesn't rest under the sun on planet Earth. It rests in Jesus, who is in heaven. And so for everything, there's a time and a season that's appointed. But then, God will step in. So the first thing I want you to take away from my few words this morning is that everything under the sun has an expiry date. This will not last forever. This too shall pass. The other thing I want you to understand as well is that storms will come. And storms are very scary. I know that. I have been through a couple myself. And in the midst of the storm, it is scary. And many times your mind thinks the worst will happen. But let me remind you today, finally, that no matter how the storm rages, no matter how the billows roar, no matter how the thunder is making noise and the lightning is flashing, no matter how it is raining cats and dogs, no matter how hard the storm blows, even the storm has an expiry date. It will not last forever. So I want you to take heart this morning that all that's happening around you all the fear and the chaos and the stress and the stress and the death, this too shall pass. Because there's coming a day when Jesus will come and put an end to sin and death. As Revelation puts it, the former things would have been passed away. I say to you this morning, ensure that your anchor holds and grips that solid rock, because that rock is Jesus. God bless you, friends.